Welcome, dear students, for the first segment of our grade 6 maths class at St. Peter's College, Colombo 4, Nigambu branch. So now today we are going to learn lesson number 16, liquid measurements. I thought of dividing this lesson into two sections, part 1 and part 2, considering to make it easy for you to learn. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn units of measuring liquids, equipment used to measure liquids, relationship between milliliters and liters. Right. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now we are going to consider the liquids that you see in day-to-day life. Now, kerosene, coconut oil, kerosene oil, petrol, diesel, water. These are some sort of liquids that you can see, that you see in the day-to-day life. So now let's go to the next slide. And we are going to learn about the units of measuring liquids. There are various units that we use to measure liquids: liters, milliliters, gallons, ounces, so on and so forth. But both liters and milliliters are known as standard units. I think you all are aware of it. Liter is the world recognized or the standard international unit of measuring liquids. Now we are going to learn about the equipments used to measure liquids. There are several equipments: beaker, pipette, burette, metrolacmeter, measuring cylinder and hydrometer. Now all these equipments are used for various purposes, especially in science and mathematics practicals. So now you can see these figures one by one, the diagrams of all these measuring equipments. Now this is the beaker. You can see that there is a measurement given here, and the scale is milliliters. So this is used to measure liquid chemicals or even to mix them. Now when you go to the science lab, you can see various kinds of liquids like gas, acids, bases. So you're going to use those when you need for chemicals. And next one is a burette. This is also another equipment that they use to measure liquid chemicals. We are using it for titrations. When you grow up, when you go to the A-level class, you will be able to learn what are titrations actually. And then this is the measuring cylinder. I'm pretty much sure that you have seen this measuring cylinder in the science lab. Here also you have a milliliter scale. Again, we are using to measure liquid chemicals in this. And then we are going to move on to metrolacmeter or the latex meter. We use the metrolacmeter to measure the amount, to measure the quantity of rubber in the rubber sample. Hydrometer. This is used to measure density of liquids related to the density of water. Okay, now let's move on to this table, and we are going to complete this table based on the day-to-day activities that we are going to do. Now see here, the situation is there where we use the liquids and the unit is measured in the table. So the first one has done for you children. Quantity of fresh milk required for a cup of tea. Now we all know that milk is a liquid. Therefore, what is suitable, the most suitable unit to measure liquids? to measure fresh milk required for a cup of tea. So it is milliliters. Right. So we will go back to the table. Quantity of a medicinal syrup given to a patient. Now you know that when you are sick, you get a small syrup, especially your small brothers and sisters. So normally we use the milliliters for that. Okay. Next one, the dosage of a vaccine administered for a patient. Quantity of fuel pumped into a vehicle. Capacity of a packet of fresh milk. Capacity of a Fanta bottle. Capacity of a shampoo bottle. Right. Now I think you have a small question about what is the capacity and what is the volume. Actually the capacity is the total amount of liquids or the total amount of liquids that a container can contain. That is the capacity. Volume is the amount of liquids in a vessel. Okay, so now I'll give you a few minutes to complete this. Right, now we'll do it together. Quantity of a medicinal syrup given to a patient. You measure in milliliters normally. Dose of a vaccine administered for a patient. Again we measure by milliliters because the vaccination is also a liquid. Then quantity of fuel, petrol pumped into a vehicle. We normally use in liters. Capacity of a packet of fresh milk. We use milliliters or liters. 1 liter bottles are there, so we can say milliliters. If not, by liters, you can use both. Capacity of a Fanta bottle, milliliters. If it is a small one, milliliters. If it is a mega bottle, that is liters. And capacity of a shampoo bottle, of course, that is in milliliters. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now we are going to learn the relationship between liters and milliliters. Now children, there are 1000 milliliters in 1 liter. It is nicely mentioned here. So now we are going to move on to the next slide. Conversion of units regarding liquid measurements. Now we are going to the calculation part of this lesson. So we are going to convert various units. Now as you know, we are going to convert liters into milliliters and milliliters into liters only. Right. So what should you do to convert liters into milliliters? You have to multiply the amount of liters by 1000 to convert it into meters. Because you all know that liter is the largest unit and the milliliter is smaller than that comparatively. So when you have to convert a large unit into a smaller one, we are going to multiply. So since the relationship between liters and milliliters is 1000, we are multiplying it by 1000. Right, let's move on to the next slide. So now we are going to convert milliliters into liters. That means the smaller, comparatively small unit into the large unit. For that, you have to divide. Divide by 1000. Why? What is the reason of dividing it by 1000? Because you are going to convert a large unit into a smaller one. Okay. Now we are going to do the calculation part here. We are going to practice the sums. Right, so the first exercise I have given you to convert the following measurements into milliliters. Right. Now children, what should you do to convert liters into milliliters? you have to multiply by 1000. Okay. So now, here the first one is done for you children. We are going to convert 2 liters into milliliters. For that, you have to multiply 2 by 1000, then you get 2000 milliliters as the answer. So the next sum is 12 liters. I'm going to make it now for you. 12 liters. So we are going to multiply 12 by 1000, and then you get 12,000 milliliters as the answer. Is that clear? So 6 liters you can easily do it. Even 25 liters you can do. Shall we try the D one? D, 10 liters. So 10 you have to multiply by 1000. Similarly, so it becomes 10,000 milliliters as a final answer. Okay, so the rest of the exercise you can do on your own. Okay, so now we are going to move into the next slide. Now here children, we are going to learn how to convert milliliters into liters. Milliliters into liters. That means the smaller unit into the large unit. So here in the exercise, the first one is done for you. There are 12,000 milliliters here. You have to convert 12,000 milliliters into liters. So here you are going to divide by 1000 and the answer has become 12 liters. So I am going to do the B, question number B for you. Look at this carefully children. 15,000 milliliters. So first you have to divide 15,000 by 1000. Now this is the short division mark where you can easily solve the sum. So here for 1000 there are 3 zeros. So 15,000 you have 3 zeros. So you can easily cancel them out, cut them out. So you get 15 liters. So the answer is 15 liters. Okay. C you can do easily. So we'll try the last one. D also the same. So we'll try one more sum. We'll try 25,000. 250,000 milliliters. There are 4 zeros children. Right? To convert that into liters, you are going to divide by 1000. Here there are 3 zeros below. So for 3 zeros to 3 zeros cancels out. You get 250. What are these? Liters. Okay. I think it's very clear for you now how to convert liters into milliliters and milliliters into liters. Right. So let's move on to the next slide. Another exercise. Now here, previously they had given you exactly multiples of 1000. When you have to convert into liters or milliliters, they have given you exactly multiples of 1000. Now they have given you different amounts of liquids, milliliters. Now we will see what we can do. Now here you have 2500 milliliters. That means there are groups of thousands as well inside this. But you cannot divide the whole number by 1000. It's very clear. So now we are going to convert the milliliters into liters and milliliters both. We are going to keep the answer in both the units. Right. So now I'm going to divide this into, I'm going to group this into groups of thousands. Now 2500 you can write as 2000. You can expand it as 2000 and 500 separately. So this 2000 milliliters would become 2 liters. This 2000 milliliters would become 2 liters. Why? There are 2000s here. When you divide 2000 by 1000, you get 2 liters. And the remaining 500 will be remaining as 500 milliliters at the end. That's how you get the answer properly. Okay. Now let's move on to the B you can do. We'll do the C. Question number C. 2750 milliliters are there. Okay. Now I'm going to break this into groups of 1000 and leave the rest. So here you have 2000 milliliters and 750 milliliters separately. Okay. So now how many thousands are there in 2000 children? There are 2. So when you divide 2000 by 1000, you get 2 liters. And then the 750 will be remaining. So the answer would be, what is the answer children? The answer would be 2 liters and 750 milliliters. I hope it's clear for you. You can complete the next of the exercise on your own. Okay. So let's move on to the beginning. So today we learned. Let's move on to the beginning, children. Today we learned how to first we learned units of measuring liquids, and then equipment used to measure liquids. Finally, relationship between milliliters and liters. Finally, children, I am inviting you to complete. Take your maths textbooks, your pupils' textbooks, page number 65, exercise 16.1, first exercise and the second exercise. Please do that in your maths writing books for further practice. Okay. So we are at the end of the lesson. Thank you, children, and may God bless you.